You see right through me. How do you do that? How do you? How do you? Hello, hello, and welcome back, or new, welcome to my channel at Danibeknowing to hang out with your fave psychic medium. Hello, hello, and as you can tell from the song I sang, the cover of this, and the title, this is Nicki Minaj's Psychic Deep Dive. So, I do want to put into context. I'm doing deep dives on the rap girls that are like currently out with music, that are a lot more spoken about in pop culture. I understand that there are so many women that have built female rap to be what it is today, that built that platform, that have done the work, the hard groundwork before streaming, before technology became what it was. So I do want to put that in the context before I start this woman's reading, because there's, a lot of controversy and around her in regards to paying homage to those that came before. So before we jump into her reading, hello again. My name is Danny. For those that are new here, welcome. For those that are not new here, hey boo, welcome again to sip this tea, or if you're like me, water right now for today. Also, check out the nails. Halloween time. What are you doing for Halloween? Do you like Halloween? Do you celebrate Halloween? As you already know, with your faves like medium here, Halloween is up my alley. And I love October. That's Ancestor Month, Dead Month. So speaking of Dead Month, if you are loving my readings, loving my content, and you find my accuracy something that you need in your life, why not book yourself a reading? Go ahead and book with me at www.danielleclack.com and check me out. All right. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm spinning my deck of cards. We're going to start off with pulling a music card for Nicki. She is an artiste. When I do a song, I'll crack up if it's one of her songs. That'd be really funny, but probably not. But let's get into it. And with this reading, just see what's to come next publicly. Everything that I do my readings on when it comes to people, it's all always come publicly. Not to give insight on what's going on with them personally, in their personal lives, things that have nothing to do with us that wouldn't even matter. What's to come out publicly. So, Barbs. Hey, yeah, you. I'm talking to you, Barbs. Let's not try to dox me. I'm speaking on whatever comes out. And yeah, so let's keep it real cute in the comments. I already had a little argument, I think, on my Cardi B video, and my other Rock Girl video, about if Offset wanted Nicki or something, which it didn't really make sense to me about their beef being about him. I hope it's not. Also, why are we bringing up men's? I mean, I mentioned their men partner at times, but this is about these boss ass bitches, not about the niggas that are attached to them. But anyways, let's get into it, because her nigga might come up. Look, Barbs, she married him. And just like I talk about Miss Cardi B and who she married, Nicki made a choice too. So it is what it is. And let's get into it. So I'm going to start with a music card just to set the vibes, get the energy, and get some insight. Dear benevolent ancestors, we ask that young, please ask for your assistance and protection. As I do this reading, let's get a music card for Nicki. What's the tea? What's the message? Oop. Adele, make you feel my love. With Nelly featuring Kelly Dilemma at the bottom. Okay. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. And then we have, with the Nelly featuring Kelly Dilemma at the bottom. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, boy, I'm crazy over you. No matter what I do, all I think about is you. Even when I'm with my boo, boy, I'm crazy over you. Well. You know what I thought of when I got these music cards, right? Because sometimes I read in between the lines of the lyrics. It does not mean that's pertinently the situation with this. There might be rumors of Nicki having a side baby, or maybe the baby's paternity being questioned. Like, is it really Kim Petty's the father's? So there might be some question about that, some rumor going around. These second readings are basically supposed to come out publicly, so that could be a rumor that just gets started, but there might be some drama with that. If Nicki is faithful in her marriage. And as you can see from my face, not mad at it, or rather the orders for you to erase the fact you ever did this, but can't. Whatever. So let's pull some cards. Let's build on this. So we might see is a crumbling of maybe her relationship, romantic relationship, seeing it get really messy, how it plays out, money come into question, her concerts, her tour. And it might be an explosion for somebody else that has an issue with her. Let's pull the cards and find out. Let's get the insight. If you don't know, now you know. I use playing cards for my readings. Rather than your playing cards. That just happened to be gold. Let's see. Nicki. Yeah, Jack of Clubs. Five of Spades. Oof. Ouch. Two of Spades. Ten of Spades. Eight of Spades. At the bottom of the deck. Alright. Drink some water. Let's get it. So there's Jack of Clubs. And then there's Five of Spades. There's Two of Spades. And then there's Ten of Spades. If you've been watching my readings for a while, I would like to think you're paying attention to like messages I give with certain cards. It's not me, it's a one for all, but the type of energy it gets in my reaction, I'm like, ooh. Okay. Jack of Clubs. There is a man here running point, trying to run action, which could be him. But we all know our girl has a thing about control. Such woman. She got the control. Okay. And then we have this Five of Spades, which tells me something she may say or come out with might be a backlash for her, which wouldn't be surprising. We know her antics online. And then we have this Two of Spades. She might end up talking about what about me? What comes into me? I'm always giving, but that is the type of life we built for ourselves. You didn't have to grab the man and marry a man that is not able to provide for himself. Because do we know what he does for work? Maybe I missed the announcement or something. So you don't bring anything in already, right? And then you possibly have people around you, his crew, your crew, that you feel like are not bringing much in because you're Nicki Minaj, you're Nicki Lewinsky. So that's who you are, but that's not how you move. And that is what's going to be called out a lot more than this Ten of Spades. We might see more conversation, depression, more conversation of just how she is handling the pressure, handling being Nicki Minaj, and handling the choices that she made that has brought her to this point. And with this Eight of Spades, it tells me secrets to be revealed, slippery tongue. That's what I'm seeing, slip of word of mouth. So it might be something that's captured on video that was not meant to be. Maybe she's going to be recording herself a lot more, getting more emboldened, just be on live. But you don't have your situation under control. You don't have a hold over your environment. Your environment has a hold on you. And that's a lot more we're going to see, unfortunately, when it comes to someone who is held in great regard in music, in rap. Like how you feel, it's the Nicki Minaj. And when people are discussing her, it's going to be in terms of disappointment because of what she continues to do. Now, like I said, there's going to be questions about her being faithful, about the paternity, which is going to kind of bring some people to be like, bitch, if that's not the father to that kid, and You just divorced him. We can act like this never happened. So you know what I'm saying? Like there's gonna be people maybe kind of excited about her, kind of like okay, maybe our bitch had a little bump on the head and she's coming back, but it's gonna be up to her. And the thing is with Nicki, it's like, and I see this what everybody wants me. I'm gonna do the opposite because I'm Nicki Minaj. Who's gonna tell me? Rah? And the issue that's gonna stem from this is him. When men have ego into play, when they're not gonna be taken care of, when they're feeling like they're gonna lose the thing that is keeping them afloat, keeping them abundant, they act out like calling their wife their baby mother and saying that they won because that woman is their baby mother as if that's not their wife. And you know what I'm talking about? That Sag man I discussed in the reading for Miss Cardi B. So we're probably going to see him trying to do something petty, trying to come out and cause some issues. And it's going to set her off because the thing is, I'm seeing pots on a stove and they're bubbling. You know how, like, you make pasta, you got water boiling, or what, when you have like something boiling or whatever, and you put the lid on. It's like when you're making rice and the water is bubbling up. You put the lid on so it can simmer, and somehow the water still raises up. That's what we're having, except fire, fire, and she is trying to extinguish it all and can't. So we might see her change around her team. She might pull on some heavy hitters to now be in control of what she's putting out, what she's doing her social. So we might see her invest back in again. What I am seeing here is money flows going low and building back up. So right now, she could be having money issues. She's throwing money here, throwing money there, and getting money from these different things to where she might be back on her feet to start pulling in and investing in on her team, on the work that she's putting out. I know she's supposed to be putting out an album, but there might be some issues with that rollout again. Because let's think about it. There were no music videos for her last album that she just put out at the end of last year. And I listened to it. It wasn't a bad album, you know? And so we have to look at things for what they are. When have we ever known Nicki Minaj not to have any music videos for any of her work? The writing's on the wall. And it's for a lot of artists, but a lot of these artists are used to being seen a certain way. They used to put it on a certain way, like, I'm that bitch, I'm that bad bitch. Money. And now. So we might see Nicki starting to get more into other things because of her name and who she is. People are gonna want to work with her to that extent. They're gonna want to have her part of a brand or something. But is she willing to relinquish that control to get back into that? Let's get some more insight. It's a tired woman. It might be a point where she ends up having to cancel a show or something like, hey, Barnes, I'm so drained. And girls just been so tired. There's be fans I understand it's going to be some that are going to be like, she is ruining her image. And then people are going to be throwing it, it's the coke. It's the drugs. And it's like, hey now. Maybe it is. But let's relax. But we're going to be seeing just people not. She have to build back trust in with her audience. And you know, the thing about time, the thing about celebrityhood, time is fickle when it comes to this type of world. People are willing to move past certain things that they did not really see it for when it came to you because of who you are, what you've done, what you put out there, especially if you're not harming children, right? But let's see. Ten of Diamonds. So there could be a good ending to something that opens up something more. There could be some court cases wrapping up for her that leaves her a bit unscathed. There could be some avenues, things that she took that didn't work out in her favor at first, but are now paying her back on the back end, a long run. So we might see a couple wins up real quick when it comes to her, but then a slew of bad. Excuse me. And I'm seeing her stand, like, you know, like a Barbie, like this at the path. And it's depending what path Nicki decides to take, how all this could play out. And the issue is ego. Ego, ego, ego. people that are like, don't tell me what to do, I don't want to be told what to do, and don't take in any insight, which is why their team is probably a bunch of yes men, end up in situations like this. Usher has always been a bad person, but that's a conversation for another day. Let's see what else could come up with Miss Nicki Minaj. I don't know what the way. Go the hill, man. The baddest in the school, the baddest in the game. Excuse me. 6 of clubs. So some past things better to come up. 3 of clubs, 2 going down, not in the public favor. Maybe some groups that people that she thought she was friends with, cool with, could be trying to turn things a different direction. But then we have the Queen of Diamonds at the bottom. I do see Beyonce. So we might see a head come to what people have been assuming, if there's beef between them, if there isn't. Like I said, there's reasons to come out based on what's public, and we know our woman, Beyonce, don't be doing the public thing. So they might not ever substantiate what's to go on, but we might see this pop on stage together again, weirdly enough. So what is happening is, I think Nicki has brought a lot of things that are happening behind scenes, things that she probably doesn't like, things that are going on, and it's dangling like a carrot to the people to try to get the people to come on, but she's realizing it's not fully like that. She needs to garner trust again. She needs to build a good standing back in with the general public and not just with her cult following. So sorry, Barbs. The Beehive is also a cult following. I'll say that. We'll see. But but it's her needing more of that on the side to create this image like, I'm a well person that can play with others nicely. I don't find, I'm not jealous or worried when it comes to these new girls, even though, kind of can be a little, just a little. And I'm pretty sure it's hard not knowing who to trust, being one of the only female rappers that put out music for a very long time, then a slew of other young girls, and some of you feel like that are not respecting you, but then it's like, is it a callback to how you possibly came onto the game? And the thing is, with people like her, especially Sages in general, it's like this, they don't want to be told anything. I'm not wrong. Don't give me that advice. And then years later, it comes out, well, it's right. Or I finally did that thing you told me to do, and they're just so behind on it. So we might see Nicki just getting a little too late on the curve to kind of swing the public favor in, but it could work out. Let's see what else. Okay, I'm seeing that man of hers. Going on with him. So there might be a public dispute when he decides, 5 hearts. That relationship cracking. I'm seeing the picture is ripping down the middle, and he might try to come out to try to hire some girl to pretend to date him or something to create some issue, but it may not last because it's like, unless you can get somebody that is like a Nicki Minaj in a sense of not a female rapper, but someone who has a name like hers, has the standing, the fan base, the money, everything, it's gonna fall on deaf ears. That's like Jay-Z trying to tote around a bottle girl after Beyonce. It's nothing wrong being a bottle girl, but not Beyonce. And I was gonna say she ain't no diva, but something along that, right? If you're going to try to stunt on, so it's like what Offset tried to do with Cardi B. It doesn't compare, you gotta, and no one's gonna do that with you that has that standing and name unless they possibly have a bigger one and don't really care. Who knows? But with him, someone on the list. So we're just gonna see all these things coming out to play, the honesty, the truth, and we might see that relationship actually crumble like it should. And then we might see him come around and try to tarnish her name, cause issues. I mean, he's already done it just by being in vicinity towards her. But like I said, depending on the path she takes and what she chooses, it can really work out in her favor. But the issue with male-centered people, they tend to choose against themselves. Let's pull some more cards. So what's to come with Nicki's music? What deals, brand deals? I'm seeing Balenciaga, something new, Cartier watch, maybe some type of water, maybe. There might be a scandal with one of the drinks that she does it with, maybe a spokesperson. Because you know, man loves to run that mouth. It can cause some issues, obstacles coming up because of this brand deal. But oh, I'm sorry, this is Six Clubs. So something from the past, maybe a brand that she's done before that was problematic. It can come up again, but she'll get through it. Y'all remember that commercial Beyonce doing them? I think them blood diamonds or something. And when I think she was in India, she did that commercial, something that caused a lot of. They say it was very offensive. So there might be an offensive commercial or type of brand deal partnership she has that will be an issue for folks, and she might walk it back depending on like what her fan base is saying. She ain't no diva. There could be some, I'm seeing Cardi. There could be something brought up, and I said this in the Cardi reading, and I said this in the overview Rap Girl reading. If you have not watched that, check it out. That's kind of like the intro to as the series goes on from my psychic personal profiles. Are you seeing the vision? Are you getting the vibe? I'm trying to be like, you know, it's a psychic reading, but it's in depth. It's something nice to dig through to gnaw on a little bit, and it's a series. I'm in my series girly back era. That might be forever. I enjoy this. I like it, and yeah. So, yes, two of diamonds at the bottom. That's what I mean about having a man in your house. They ain't bringing in shit. Okay, take a side. Look here. Ain't no man stepping up into this bitch. They ain't paying. They ain't paying for it. Like, don't be that person that's able to have everything for yourself, and then because you just want to be in a relationship so bad, you just got a man, just there, sucking up the air, eating up your food, pissing you off, ain't clean, ain't worth a damn. And you try to get good signs for two of diamonds sometimes, depending. Like I said, it depends. And what I'm seeing here is there might be something that cost her, like Cardi, the company you keep. There might be something that costs you that's to come from this, right? It was hitting the mic, and I don't know if you guys can hear it hitting the mic, so you know, just tuck it in a little real quick. But there could be a problem with that because of who you decide to be in a relationship with. It can cause issues. It can really cost you a lot more money. Like I said, there's some court cases to come with her. So Cardi B and her might be in a little court case era. And, you know, just kind of mirroring about things. Not only there's what Cardi is, you know, she has a ancient man that just be impregnating anybody, doing too much, cheating, versus Nicki with someone that's on Megan's list. I'd rather her have the other problem. I'd rather not have neither, but you gotta choose. Because then you can just easily leave, right? You have a baby with this person. Anyways, let's get back to it. Pull some extra cards, see what else we got here. Oh, there might be an injury of her having on tour. Might hurt her ankle or something. She might take a picture of her hurt leg or something, be a little on crutches. So she might not be able to do as much movements and have to perform, which might be better for the show. I've been seeing some clips. Okay. All right. I have something to say about it. So this Two of Hearts. Pouring back into ourselves, Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Spades. So what we're seeing here is she could publicly speak of a spiritual awakening again and having to see what was poured into her, what wasn't. Or this could be something that is brought up to her from another celebrity that she respects. What I'm seeing here is also there might be just some running off at the mouth child. You don't know how to rein it in. Her and Miss Cardi got that in common. They what's wrong with having a publicist to speak for you sometimes? That's okay. That might work better for you. But the girl's gonna do what the girl's gonna do. And it is what it is. But we just might see this power struggle that she has with another major artist that doesn't have to necessarily be Beyonce, but it could be some things brought up again. She could be doing a promotion or something with a mic, maybe voice acting. She could be a part of another movie, voice acting that actually turns to be a really big, good, lucrative franchise. And this could be something that kind of gets her on a good grace in a way with maybe the public or maybe a demographic that she's not necessarily a part of because that's not her formal demographic. But it could be something really cool that she does in terms of voice work. I know she's part of Angry Birds. We might see some more voice acting, things that cause her to use her characters, her voices, and just her looks. She might come out with an animated series based on herself or maybe that she helped create. We're probably going to hear more things that she's possibly trying to work to be a part of to build. I am seeing her maybe possibly trying to step back from music, but a part of her ego just can't let her. And it's just like, you are Nicki Minaj. You're always going to be a part of the conversation until maybe like the next generation, whatever. But you're a part of the conversation right now, mama. You're always going to be a part of it. You solidify yourself. Common. But that is what I'm seeing for her, just career wise. Anything else? Contracts, maybe something on a record label. Might be some drama with that. And Ice Spice might speak on a little bit about what's going on with her, Nicki. And then we might see JT possibly break the fourth wall, I should say, and get a little insight. And that would cause her possibly to respond or to spiral. But a lot of chaoticness, some new ventures, and possibly a new beginning that works better for her and her legacy. And that's what I have on the Nicki Minaj, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it gave you a little something. I can't wait to see how certain things play out. What's to come? Because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I think maybe an injury or something's coming up, and I don't be knowing like what it's pertaining to. And if you are interested in these readings and you love it, if you want to see more deep dives, I've made playlists. Go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna make a playlist for this series as well, and look out for cold cases coming. We got October coming, and I plan to be jumping all into that. Thank you so much, y'all, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.